Welcome to Hot Plate, the show of super easy and delicious recipes. If you're joining us for the very first time, you are up for a treat. Here on the show, we get to teach you how to create recipes from your very home by simply following our steps. My name is Claire Karatu.
And my name is Chef Bennett.
Now, we do have very many people joining us on set and getting to tell us about their journey, be it an artist, or even we had an ambulance driver recently who came with a wife and they competed. Now, we have two sections where Chef Bennett or a guest chef get to show you step-by-step recipes, and we do have you, our viewers, coming and competing, you know, with a loved one or a friend, and we even have some people just coming and competing and showing us home cooks showing us their recipes as well. Now, we have had such a humbling experience meeting you in the streets, in our set, and a big shout out to those who keep it tuned in, and for those who've been showing us love. I remember all of you. Felix, I see you. Thank you so much for, you know, stopping us and just telling us that you love to watch the show. We love doing this for you so that you can be able to make your cooking experience a lot easier. All right, now Chef Bennett has an array of ingredients. I see some potatoes already mashed up in there.
Yep.
I will be making a simple dessert. I know there's no ingredients as of yet, but I will explain why. We're going to be making a simple sorbet. Now, sorbet is a non-cream based ice. I can't say ice cream because there's no cream, right? It's got a little bit of a crunch. Sometimes it's very smooth. I'm going to be making a smoother one. And it's very nice, especially for hot season. And it can be a healthier alternative to ice cream, right? Okay, so what I've got here is I have a blender. A blender, it's literally very simple, very healthy. I've got some fruits and I've got some honey here and I've got some sugar. I'm opting to put both there. So in case you want to use sugar, you can use sugar. In case you want to use honey, you can go ahead and use honey. All right, now my ingredients were in the freezer. Why? Because I wanted them nice and frozen and cold. So I'm going to take them out of the freezer. And I am going to, they were washed, so that's good. You want to make sure, because of the fact that it is fruit, you want to make sure that you clean them thoroughly. Now, the reason I froze them is because I want to fasten the process of getting them into a lovely sorbet. So you want to take your strawberries and you want to just chop the stem off. Like you can see, totally frozen. I should have done this before. You know, Chef Bennett, how are you? You know, we help each other here in this kitchen. We help each other in the kitchen. You want to just take those stems off, but do not, you know, cut too much of the strawberry. And again, don't make the mistake I've made. Just cut the stems off before you freeze them. It would be way easier to work with. Now, remember to clean. There are very many ways to clean your fruits. I like to use room temperature water with a little bit of vinegar. It sterilizes them to some extent, but you want to remember to wash off that vinegar and not to use so much. Clean your vegetables this way, and your fruits absolutely sterilizes completely, right? All right, now I'm using today the fruits of choice are strawberries and grapes. You can use mango, freeze them, bananas, freeze them, clean them, peel them, freeze them. It creates such a nice texture, especially when you are you know, when you're popping it into the freezer. It freezes very fast, and it's absolutely delicious and refreshing as well. Chef Bennett, what are some of your favorite sorbets?
Strawberry, of course.
Strawberry sorbet, right? There's something about a strawberry sorbet that is just fantastic. You cannot go wrong. And what's fun is that I'm mixing it now with grapes. Now, I love to put frozen grapes in my drinks, in my cocktails, in my mocktails as well. You know, just freeze a couple of them. And honestly, freezing fruits is I feel one of the best ways to preserve them. So if you feel like your grapes, you're not eating them fast enough, or you buy a couple of strawberries and you're not using them immediately, pop them into the freezer. I'm telling you, they stay for quite some time, and then you decide, oh, I feel like making a sorbet, or oh, I feel like using some strawberries in my cupcakes.
As ice cubes or something.
You can use them as ice cubes as well. Brilliant as ice cubes. Honestly, I love them as ice cubes. All right, now I'm going to pop these in here. Just finish that off. I'm going to get as many grapes as possible. Again, if you want to freeze them after removing them from their stem, that would be perfect. It would be a lot easier for you as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I've got enough, about the same amount of grapes as I have strawberries, because I don't want it to be a grape with a side of strawberry. I want it to be a grape and strawberry, you know, sorbet. All right, now I do not want to thaw out the fruit. They will release their own water. So you literally want to put just about 2 tablespoons of water and then come in with the honey just for that extra sweetness. Sometimes strawberries can be a little bit tart depending on where you get them from. The GMO ones are a little bit flat. So depending on your strawberries, you can add a little bit of lime if you wish, or lemon. You want to just roll that through. I've stolen his lemon. And just get a little chop there. And then I'm just going to squeeze just that zest straight in there. I can't see any pits, so that's fine. Just a little bit of zest in there. That gives it the kick, the freshness. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay. And then you want to blitz that. You want to blitz that until it's a nice paste, a very thick paste. If you've got a food processor, way better. Perfect, yeah. I've never done it in a blender, so I hope it works.
Some liquid.
All right, here goes. I love that. Now, you want a very, very nice thick paste. In a food processor, because you don't add so much water, liquid, it tends to be a lot thicker. So you just want to get that lovely, lovely sorbet out. You can taste it if you need any more honey, if you need any more sugar, if you'd like to put some sugar in there, that works perfectly. And you want to just like spread it even. Don't worry if there's some chunks of fruit in there. I know, it even makes it even better, right? You can throw some strawberries. We're going to chop some strawberries and pop it in there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pop this into the freezer to continue to freeze. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Wow. All right, how fast was that? Nice and easy dessert, right?
Really fast.
All right, Chef Bennett, what do you need now?
Okay. So today we're gonna.
And what are we making? Let's start with that.
Yes, and we're gonna end up.
Right.
So we're gonna do a pan-fried fish fillet.
Right.
We're gonna make some vegetable medley.
Okay.
With some potato puree.
Oh, nice potato puree.
Yeah.
Now, what is the difference between potato puree and mashed potatoes?
Potato puree is like.
It's a bit more runny.
Not even runny, like silky smooth.
Silky,
like
silky.
It's like whipped cream.
Right.
Yeah, that texture.
Oh yeah, so
we're gonna sieve it.
Okay.
Even like twice.
Twice, just to make sure it's completely.
And then we're gonna add
silky.
some cream, some butter.
Oh, so, fantastic.
You guys will call it baby food, but I don't think so.
Right, fantastic. All right, so, now we have, which cut of fish is this and which type of fish?
Oh, so today we were trying something different. We have some tilapia here.
Tilapia.
Let's see how it goes.
Right.
Because red snapper would go perfectly.
Right.
Or what do you call it, salmon?
Salmon.
But let's go local as possible.
Okay, so we're using tilapia.
Tilapia.
Tilapia, deboned, you've got the nice fillet there.
Yes.
Now, can you use this, right? Also, can you do this with a full tilapia?
Azi.
No, you have to have
pan fried. Yeah, it's pan fried.
Pan fried, right.
Itakuwa tricky kiasi.
Okay. All right. So, now, skin off.
Skin off, nini kila kitu.
Right.
So we have.
Where's the skin? The skin is the best part.
I know, manze.
All right, skin off. Yes. You want to make sure that. I'm sorry, I keep cutting it short. Okay, Chef Bennett, please show us what you're gonna do now.
So we have here some oil.
Okay.
Some oregano. I'm gonna put in there.
Right.
A pinch or two. Some salt. A bit of black pepper.
Right.
Some garlic powder with paprika and cayenne.
Yes, love it. Yeah. I love the fact that there's a lot of garlic powder going into that.
Yes,
that makes me very, very happy.
And then
now, this is basically just a dry, nice rub that I feel Chef Bennett is making for that fish.
Yes.
Now, fish is very delicate. It's like chicken. You have to marinate it before you cook it. If you try to marinate it after cooking, I feel that it loses because it needs to soak in. It can be very bland, right?
Yes.
All right, so an egg goes in there.
Goes in there.
Oh, fantastic.
And then we have a teaspoon of flour.
Inasaidia
tu yani shike kila kitu.
All right. So the main condiments that are in that rub are the spices.
The spices, yes.
Right? So this is going to perfectly mix with the egg that you see there.
Yeah.
Also, it's not even a dry rub.
It's not a dry rub.
It's going to be a nice, wet marinade of some sort, coating that's going to go onto. And you can notice that the flour content was very, very little.
Yes.
Right? All right, so you want to do another egg?
Yes, let's do another egg. So at least it's going to be a bit runny.
Okay. You want it slightly runny?
Yes, this one's like at least ukishikanisha kwa fish.
Yes.
Inashika vipoa tu.
All right, now
and the
Chef,
egg also helps to combine everything.
Right.
It's easy.
So you have that mixture. You want to make sure that the spices. I've not seen you putting any salt.
I put some salt.
Okay. Now, are you going to season the
fish?
The fish as well.
Yes. Kidogo to slightly. So just gonna wash.
Right. Now we need to make sure. Now the reason I keep emphasizing on seasoning is because most of the time we have this perfectly seasoned crust, and then we have a very bland fish or protein or chicken.
Sorry.
Every time. So now we are going to make sure that we have that lovely mixture with the spices in there. You can smell the garlic and the oregano just peeping out there.
Yeah.
I would give it a taste, however,
So
it's got
some
egg.
lemons also.
And then you're going to squeeze some lemon straight in there. Now, lemon, lime on fish is
Perfecto.
like, you know, an unwritten rule. It pairs perfectly.
Yeah.
I used to see my sister, you know, this fish and chips. We always used to go on dates and with my sister, and she'd always order, without a doubt, English fish and chips.
Yeah.
And I never used to get it until she told me, oh, Claire, you must try it the way I make it. And she puts her tartar sauce on top, and she pokes holes in the fish, nice crust, and then she squeezes a lemon in, and then she asks for balsamic vinegar.
Wow, okay.
Let me tell you, I understood.
Yeah.
It was delicious. All right, now we put
Some
that
lunges. So,
in there.
Got another mix.
Fantastic. So we've got the lemon, we've got the spices, we've got the eggs. I mean, it's literally like everything.
Yes. So just put that aside.
Okay.
So we're gonna trim our fish.
Oh, we're trimming it. Why are we trimming it?
This presentation purposes.
Presentation.
Yes.
Now that's to get off those little crusty edges that tend to cook a lot faster than the rest of the fish. They tend to, crisp up a lot more, and you don't want that. You want a nice consistency in your fish, a nice bite. And Chef Bennett, just explain to us on the other cut how you clean it.
How to clean
our fish, like that.
Oh, like,
how to cut it.
Oh, okay, so you got the fillet, yeah?
Yes.
So you can see, of course, kuna hizi extra bits,
exactly.
sindio?
Yeah.
So you just cut it like so.
Okay.
Just make sure this shape it when you're not jiskia too. And of course, we're gonna go with the thicker side. If it was a red snapper, perfectly, because like the fish is a bit bulky.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're just gonna use like the biggest sides for this
particular fish.
Yes.
Okay.
A bit smaller, but hizi zupanga kubwa kubwa tukibai za kufurahiwa.
Yes, exactly.
Nashanga hizi ni ndogo aje.
Now, I love seafood. However, I'm not a fan of fish. Does that make sense?
No.
Exactly. I know. Neither do I. I never understand. Even when I order like a seafood pizza, I'll just tell them leave the fish, put everything else. The mussels, the shrimp, the whatnot. Like I could live on that stuff. However, fish, I mean, unless it's the traditionally made, oh my gosh. My Luya family used to call me over when they make that and they put the milk in there. Woo! That. And the head was always mine. Of course. So I can have the eyes and the gills. Let me tell you, it is heaven on a plate. Let me tell you something. If we are on a date, I will eat the way I eat. You judge me the way you won't judge me, but I ain't no salad eating girl. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and season. We're gonna season the fish. As you can see, Chef has put just a little bit of salt on each side. Meanwhile, we're gonna go to the kitchen hack segment, so don't go anywhere.
We are back, and this is Hope Lady. If you're just joining us today, we're making some pan-fried fish with some vegetable medley and some potato puree. And of course, Claire ameshatengeneza sobe yake, ameiweka kwa fridge, which took literally 2 minutes. Like, literally.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, and she's just enjoying the rest of
grapes.
the grapes. And
fantastic,
as you can
they're frozen.
Yeah, but like a food na filter nice. So we made a marinade for fish, which was some salt, pepper, some garlic powder, some paprika, some cayenne, some oregano, some oil, some flour with some lemon juice.
Okay.
And some eggs, of course.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to put them in. We're going to finish up with these ones. It was tamaliza the show.
Right.
So we're just going to put it in. Just let it marinate.
Soak in. And fish has this, this nature of soaking in flavors depending on how good you do it. However, not as much as chicken, though.
Yeah, of course.
Not as much as chicken. I feel is my favorite when it comes to soaking in every single flavor that you've incorporated into any rub or marinade that you've made. However, fish, if you let it sit for just as long or even overnight, what happens is you see that the outside then gets that flavoring. However, it never really penetrates until the inside unless you put incisions of some sort, yeah? All right, and you don't want to do that because when you cook it, then it falls apart. All right, now Chef Bennett, what's going to be next?
Okay, so we're going to do the vegetables.
Okay.
We have the courgette. We have
Courgette, zucchini,
courgette, and we have some
broccoli,
and
some yellow peppers.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roast this, bake them.
Bake them.
Because like baking
my
broccoli,
favorite
it's
way.
crunchy.
Oh my goodness.
We're not going to saute, we're not going to blanch.
Let me tell you, if you guys want to enjoy a snack, and I kid you not, I make broccoli as my snack, is you throw in some paprika on the cut the pieces up nice and small, throw some paprika, throw some garlic powder, some salt. I think Chef Bennett, you're the one who showed me how to do this, right? And from that day, I don't make broccoli any other way. Throw it into the oven, let it cook. It crispens, it's chewy. It's fantastic. I don't know any other way to have broccoli. Honestly, I'd like to try it with a cauliflower. It's not the same result. It's not the same result. Cauliflower would be better to making a cauliflower rice.
Yeah, I saw there was also some bougie broccoli ones. I've forgotten the name.
Right.
It's a bit like younger.
Okay.
A younger version of broccoli.
Right.
So he's on Patanga Sasa, like getting like fancy restaurants and stuff like that. Yeah, because I think it's a bit pricey.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna just cut off the florets. Like so.
Florets? Is it night for florets? Florets. Say it fast. Just stop. Just stop yourself. Florets.
What are you doing to me?
Florets. And you want to just take those out. Now, how can you be able to use that stock rather than just having to throw it away?
For maybe a vegetable stock?
A vegetable stock would be fantastic. Literally in the name.
Yeah.
All right. Now, get the florets out. Now, what are you going to be seasoning that with, Chef?
So we're going to put some oil, some pepper, some salt.
Right.
Paprika lisha. Yeah.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder, kidogo.
Right.
Yeah, and then we're just going to pop it in the oven, kidogo. And then we're going to go on with the show.
Now another healthy snack which I've made before are the these crisps that you make from zucchini. Fantastic, they crispen up so well. If you season them right, I mean, they're such a nice treat. I mean, there's so many healthy options that are actually tasty, but people are not aware of. So zucchini is readily available. I mean, in the supermarkets, you know, it's literally readily available, right?
And zucchini in everything.
Oh my gosh.
Like literally everything.
My mother. Let me tell you. My mother will put zucchini in her stew. She'll make zucchini on its own, and she'll put zucchini in the rice in one meal. She's obsessed with courgettes. If courgettes get done in her house, I'm telling you, she'll ring the alarm. All right, now we've got salt, paprika. Sorry. Would you like a spoon? Sure. A spoon, trying to get that dry rub that's going to go onto that. We're going to toss them in there, I'm guessing. We've got a little bit of salt. We've got a little bit of garlic powder that's gone in there, some black pepper. I like to add just a little bit of cayenne for the heat. Yeah. You get that kick of heat at the back.
Because since it's vegetables, like mostly all vegetarian meals have chili.
Right.
Because at least your chili na side at least
so you put some oil in there as well, yeah?
Put some oil because they're going to the oven.
Right.
So it's going to drop them in.
Now, what's the reason we put oil?
Just for them to get roasted.
The coating, exactly.
Like the brown outside.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you have the sweetness that's going to come out from the peppers. Woo, fantastic.
Yes.
All right, now we're going to give that a toss in that marinade that we've made with oils. And it's always fun to incorporate oil in your marinades. I feel like it blends well with the oil. And a lot of times, you know, that's fine. A lot of times you want to make sure that, look at the colors on there. You've got the yellow. If you've got some red peppers, you can throw that in there as well, right? Just for,
that was a plan.
That was a plan, just to make sure it's nice and pleasing. You've got the pop of green and you've got the pop of yellow. Beautiful.
Amazing.
I can imagine how that's going to look on the plate as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, now we're going to make sure that that's all the pieces of vegetables are nicely coated in that marinade that we've made, just to make sure that each bite has flavor. You're not biting one and you're just like, what's happening here? And then you're biting the other one and it's like, So you want to make sure all of them are coated to perfection. And then we're going to, Chef, what are we going to do?
Okay, so we have our tray. So we're just going to drop them in. Like so, just make sure you scatter them at least kila mahali pate.
Yes. I love that. Now, you're going to spread them evenly so that they can cook evenly,
for
and
sure.
each and every cut of vegetable can have that almost like golden brown oven color. However, the capsicum, I feel, depending on the pieces that you put, you want to make sure you have almost even slices. Yes,
Yes,
chef.
yes.
So one doesn't cook faster
Yeah, that's why
than
we've
the
just
other.
done cubes and
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you spread that out. Okay, so a little drizzle of oil.
Yeah, I've seen some japata.
Yeah, a little drizzle of oil just to make sure all of them are nicely coated. You can go ahead and, if you're like me, add a little bit more or a lot more garlic powder right on top. I'm telling you, it doesn't hurt. It actually will taste fantastic. All right, now we have our fish sitting here. I'm just going to bring this closer. Smells fantastic. You can get the garlic smell, and you can leave this in the fridge overnight. I feel like that's just the essence of marination, just to make sure you soak in all those flavors. However, because we needed to show you the process of making this marinade, we needed to do it right now, and chef was not here yesterday night. Now, I hope so. Were you here last night? No. All right, now, Chef Bennett, tell us about those mashed potatoes.
Okay, so this mashed potatoes already pre-boiled.
Okay.
I boiled them completely, kapsa.
Yes.
So
you can see they almost are mashing up already.
on their own,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the then it's gonna get a spatula.
Okay.
Whisk.
Sieve.
To make sieve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is gonna place in like so.
Now this requires patience
Patience and love.
and love. You'd like a spoon?
Yeah, I need something.
Sure.
Here.
Now, patience and love. If you've got a bigger sieve, just use that, because I mean, come on, distress. Yeah, just use the bigger ones and give that a mash. Unless you're making a portion for one, then you can go ahead and use the smaller one. Otherwise, this helps with the what, chef?
This is making it smoother, and as you can see, chini.
Right.
That's what you want now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between this and maybe
This
incorporating everything in a food processor or a blender?
For a food processor, since it's already blanched or boiled,
Right.
A food processor itashikana sana kwa whatever.
Right.
Ita blend vizuri. venye
Okay,
unataka.
right.
So for this one, it's more hands-on, I know.
Yes.
But does the job.
Right?
It does the job.
And the result is fantastic, because at the end of the day, you get a very nice silk, smooth
Silky smooth.
texture. It's almost like melt in your mouth. You put it and it literally just disappears with everything else. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, now
So-
we've got the last pieces going on there. We're just going to make sure we have that nicely smoothed out. I do know Chef Bennett has a little game for us that he'll be telling us about in just a bit,
Yeah.
as we get to wait for our fish to sit just a little bit longer. And of course, our sorbet to get ready in the freezer. All right. We have that lovely creamy potatoes. Now, Chef Bennett, what do we do next?
Okay, so we have some butter here. Can use also margarine.
Okay.
Just a fair amount. You have some cream.
Yes.
Just add there.
Straight in there.
Yep. So what you do, just give it a mix.
Can you use milk?
You can use milk.
Okay.
Yeah, but cream I like it because it's more thick and rich.
Right. Look at that. Absolutely
My
beautiful.
takasasa.
And I like the way, Chef, that it hasn't completely become so runny, but it still can,
Yes.
it's perfect.
Yeah, so it's like using potato, potato powder.
Yes, potato powder to
which-
make the mashed potato.
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
know
the
the
same
potato
thing.
powder.
Bas.
And that's just how it comes out. Looks fantastic.
No, yes, that's I think it's silky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what you want.
Perfection. Look at that. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
tukitengenezea mtoto
Mtoto atakula kabisa hiyo. Ask for more. Look at that. Looks so silky, so smooth. I love it. I can't wait to taste it with the fish.
Yes.
All right, now you're doing that on medium heat, yeah?
Even low heat.
Even low heat.
Yes.
Reason being?
Because since it's already too thin, like,
right.
Yeah, you don't want to burn the potatoes.
Okay.
Because it will easily burn.
Right.
Yeah, so this like a hot pan because the butter melt. Yeah, so this like you don't go to and then you have to zim it and just continue doing this. And there you have it. We'll just keep it aside.
Okay.
If we need to add more cream, we'll do so.
Right.
Yeah, this I know it.
Now the best time to make mashed potatoes, I feel, is right before serving.
Yes.
If you want to mash your potatoes, you can leave your potatoes on the side, then cream them up like this right before serving, because potatoes tend to get stale at some point. Overnight potatoes are not usually the best.
Yes.
So you want to just make sure you do this right before serving.
Yeah.
All right, now Chef Bennett, you've taken that off the fire. Now onto the fish.
Yes, onto the fish. So
remember, our fish has been sitting in marinade, sitting in it. Perfectly seasoned eggs. I mean, we've got that perfect coating right on top. I'm just playing with them over there. And we put just a little bit of flour. So it's almost going to have a coating that's slightly crunchy, but not too crunchy. It's literally just creating a layer of flavor on your fish, right? All right, so Chef, and a little bit of oil goes right on top.
Yes.
You're going to spread that evenly. And the secret is what? To making sure your fish doesn't stick.
Okay, since we're playing with fish, so it's a bit fragile,
right?
More than steak or chicken. So I think we're just gonna play with like a bit like medium low.
Okay.
Yeah, ile tu yani ipike pole pole tu.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can even put it in the oven. Why not?
Right. All right. Now, you want your pan to be hot, yes?
Kidogo, yes. Yeah.
Not too hot.
Okay. So once that is going, we're gonna changamka na hizi ma lemon.
Right.
So we're gonna put that. We're gonna have 2 lemons here. We're gonna make a sauce with this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What sort of sauce, Chef Bennett?
A lemon sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna put some butter.
A lemon sauce?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed. All right.
Yes, you would. You're gonna enjoy. So this is gonna squeeze this.
Yes.
Just to release all those juices. Then, if you have the imported lemons, good for you, man.
Yeah, those are juicy and oh my gosh, so thick and fat and full of juice.
Yeah.
I love them. However, they are a bit pricey in the supermarket.
That's why I said good for you.
I know, right? You can also put this in hot water or in the microwave for a couple of seconds, like Chef Bennett has shown us before, just to make sure you have those juices plumped up. So by the time you squeeze, you have such a good amount of juice coming out.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes I hate when you get those lemons and lime and there's absolutely no juice.
That's what it is.
You will be squeezing them and it's like 1 tablespoon. You're like, what is going on here? Huh?
Yeah, I know, man. I've been there.
Right.
So this is gonna squeeze these. And now, how's the sorbet going? How long?
Now sorbet is best 4 hours and above. However, because I put it on a very flat dish, it's gonna freeze a lot faster.
Okay.
You want to make sure you have that perfect ice base. And the best thing actually for sorbet is you want to take it out and you want to fluff it with a fork and then put it back in.
Yeah,
yes. You want to fluff it up with a fork and put it back into the freezer. Now we're gonna go on a short break and we'll be right back with more of these recipes. Don't go anywhere.
This is Hot Plate. If you're just joining us today, we're making some pan-fried fish with some potato puree, as you can see we were making earlier on, and we have some vegetable medley and our sorbet is inside there. So our pan is
It's hot. Yeah, that is correct.
Yes, so we're just gonna place in our fish. I think we're gonna start the side down. So.
Fantastic. That sound, that should be a ringtone. You know, I've cried for this ringtone for so long.
Centuries.
In ability to. And you know, funny thing, I never have my phone on any form of sound.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't even listen to music, do you?
I do.
No, like ukitembea ukienda home.
I do. I do.
Okay.
All right, now we're spreading our pan with the fish. We're spreading our fish in the pan just to make sure we have that evenly distributed. And like Chef Bennett said, it is delicate. Fish is delicate. You want to be careful. You want to treat it with love and with care and with gentleness. You don't want those hands for koroga in ugali. You want the hands for fish, yani. Now we're going to be able to just let that cook. You want to cook it evenly. Now, Chef, how long do you make it cook?
for fish,
Yeah.
takes a short time, huh?
Yeah.
So let's make sure once it's ready, just like cut it with a fork kidogo. If it's flaky, it's perfect.
Now, Chef Bennett, growing up, our parents, my parents in specific, especially my mother, used to make sure that you cook the fish. You know, you can get sick.
I've had that before.
And then I'm just like, hold on, I eat sushi raw. So is there a difference between the type of fish that you can enjoy raw and you can enjoy cooked?
Si unajua maparo walikuwa natuchunga sana. Naogopa tu yani watoto wasikuwe wagonjwa. Yeah, so I get that.
Right.
But for fish, as long as you know how to make it and know when it's ready,
exactly.
You're good.
You're okay.
Look
at that. And now, why have you put the garlic in there?
Yes.
You want to baste it.
Yeah, baste it.
Yeah, you want to baste it.
Yes.
And this is perfect because now you got that garlic kicking, a little bit of extra butter is going in there. And let me tell you, those potatoes are fantastic. No, you have to use another spoon because I licked this one.
Where is it?
Now we're just going to make sure that we've basted our fish in that it's going to soak in that garlic and the butter and the every time. And the garlic has created a nice, the egg wash that we've done there has created a nice brown coating, as you can see. It almost looks like, you know, a flour coating, but it's not because it's very thin and it's very...
when bamba is like, we've cooked it with an egg.
Exactly.
It looks like, yeah.
I love that.
That's what we were looking for.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It looks very crunchy. I mean, I'm just looking at it. I'm trying to, you know, contain my mouth. My mouth is doing things right now.
I know that feeling.
Right?
Yeah.
A little bit of garlic, a little bit more butter is going on in there, so you can baste it some more.
Some more, yeah.
Fantastic.
Since cookies, so that's like so pia na inasaidia pia na kuivisha if it wasn't perfectly ready.
Yes. All right, now that goes on to a nice cook. You can see that he's just basting, making sure every slice is basted to perfection. It smells delicious in here. The fish is also cooking thoroughly. I mean, Chef Bennett, this fish has come out perfect. It hasn't stuck.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of.
Yeah,
I've never used tilapia for this
recipe.
and
it's crusted and it hasn't flaked off. It hasn't broken. Yeah. It's got this nice, lovely coat of brown. I mean, this looks fantastic, right? All right, now giving a quick check on our veggies in there. Oh my gosh, they've got that brown. I think these are ready, Chef. I'm just going to turn that off. The sweet peppers have, you know, just cooked. You can get the flavor, I mean the spices which you use, which is oregano and the garlic, they're browned to perfection. You'll see the zucchini has this lovely brown effect, and now the broccoli is the star of the show because it's got this flavor. It has a crunch outside and it's going to have this flavor inside. Let me tell you, this is going to be a hearty, flavorful meal. And the fun thing about this is it's also very healthy. You got your protein, you've got your carbohydrates, and you've got your vitamins as well, which is going to be for the vegetables. And the fun thing about not overcooking or baking it, it's a healthier version rather than having to cook it or fry it or whatnot. You just literally want to bake it. If you want to go a little bit more healthy, instead of sprinkling, you know, using sunflower oil, you can use coconut oil or you can use olive oil, just to make sure that that cooks. Not Chef Bennett. Testa. That makes me very happy. Okay, so I'm going to get the crunchy one and I'm going to just break it apart.
The other one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just going to break it apart. Look at that.
Is it flaky?
Look at that.
Sweet.
Absolutely flaky. I mean, look at the flake on that. Look at the flake of the fish. What? Look at the flake of the fish. I had to.
Is there a song like that?
No.
Okay.
But there is, you know, never
coming
mind.
soon.
All right, now I'm going to taste this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Chef Bennett. Let me tell you, you get the seasoning. It's just perfect. This is...
Oh, interesting.
It is perfect. This is so delicious. I can enjoy fish like this. Thank you, Chef Bennett. Yeah. No, this is perfect. This is delicious. Okay, so tell us what we're going to be doing next.
Okay, so we're just going to finish up with this, and then we're going to start with our sauce. But I'm going to use the same pan because all the flavors are there, the garlic, the fish.
Oh, wow. Chef Bennett, this is delicious.
Awesome.
I was supposed to taste, but I have eaten.
Okay.
That is no tasting.
Today you are allowed.
Oh my goodness, I have eaten this. It is delicious.
Thank you. So
Ooh.
I'm just gonna turn these, almost done.
Okay.
Then we can continue the basting process.
Sorry.
Like so, relax. Unaweza basi hizo vegetables, please.
All right, sure. Now, checking on the vegetables, they smell fantastic, delicious. Oh, they're gonna be crunchy. Like I said, if you're looking for a snack and you don't want to have any crisps, or you just want to try and stay healthy, this is an option of making some nice veggie crisps that are just so delicious. And as you can see, you've got this perfect coat of brown that's just on the peppers. The peppers have released, I mean, you can smell the peppers have released their sweetness. They're gonna be nice and crunchy. They've, just soaked in all that oil that had the marinade. You've got the zucchinis that have almost shriveled up and got this nice crust on the outside. So what happens with zucchinis, they get almost, depending on how thick or how thin you slice them, they get almost crispy sometimes, depending on how thin. But this, it's going to be nice and chewy because it's got that lovely, lovely crust of brown out there. And then when you get inside the zucchini, you get that perfect, chewy, good, delicious vegetable that's soaked in all those flavors.
Yeah.
All right, now the last of our fish is coming out, and we are going to be plating this.
Okay.
We're going to take out the sorbet in just a bit,
So-
and trying that as well, yes?
Yes. So just going to throw up the excess
Now
garlic.
on to the sauce. Now throw out the excess garlic that you had there. We've got some butter that's going to go in there. Oh, no,
Awesome.
some lemon juice.
Yes.
Lemon juice that's gone in there. Fantastic. What goes next, chef?
Butter.
Deglaze the pan.
Yeah.
Then get some butter. Oh my
Butter
gosh.
in
Let me
there.
tell you, you can use this as a dip or even as a marinade. Or, this
so all
is...
those flavors from the garlic.
Oh,
mainly.
wow.
Yeah, just
A pinch of salt.
Some oregano.
Some oregano. If you had some garlic powder, throw that in there as well.
Yeah.
Give that a mix, and you
Just
can
gonna
see
give
the
it a
butter has
mix.
melted and incorporated ever so well with that lemon. And the fun thing about this is because the pan had cooked fish there before, it almost forms a nice brown color to the sauce
Yes.
rather than just having lemon
a thick
flat
sauce.
yellow sauce. And it's deglazing the pan as well, so you get all those flavors, oh my gosh, incorporated in that sauce. Let me tell you, cooking is fun.
Yeah.
Cooking is a science, and it is fun. A little bit of sugar.
Salt.
Okay, a little bit of salt.
It's you can touch, so like you don't need a lemon.
You don't need a lemon
Yeah,
after
it's
this.
sour too.
I love this. All right, so in that, and of course, a lot of people will be like, oh, the butter, oh, Chef Annette, can you use margarine for this?
I've never tried. but
Butter would
you
be
could.
preferred.
Why not?
I think butter would be a healthier
Yes,
version.
of course,
You might just
yes.
want to stick to the butter for this sauce. You don't want to use margarine for this sauce. Why? Because of health benefits as well. Butter also incorporates a lot better, I feel, with the lemon. And you won't have that skunky oil layer that you have off of margarine. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So sauce is
The
ready.
sauce is ready.
Okay. So our potatoes are here.
We want to heat those up.
Heat them up. This at the
A little bit of cream just to make sure you get that consistency coming through.
dash
Yeah.
of,
And we're gonna heat those up. Now, as we heat them up, we are gonna get to serving in just a bit. But before we start, Chef Bennett has a game for us.
yes.
Which one?
5-second rule, I guess.
Okay,
Or-
so explain to me the dynamics of the game.
I think the questions there, you ask someone to name some things.
In 5 seconds.
5 seconds. But let's make it 10, man. 5 seconds.
5.
Kidogo. I can name 5 things in 5 seconds.
5. Okay.
No.
So Chef Bennett, and of course you at home, the SMS WhatsApp number is on the screen. If you feel like you can answer these questions in 5 seconds, please feel free to join us on this game. I want to see how fast Chef's thinking is going to be, and of course he's going to ask me some questions as we play it as well. Now, Chef Bennett, name 5 fruits with the letter P. Go.
Pineapples, pine.
Time's up. Now, name 5
Really?
drinks that start with the letter G.
5?
Drinks that start with the letter G. 1,
Grape juice.
2,
Grape
3,
wine.
4, 5. Time's up. Now, name
Wow,
5 types
wow,
of knives. 1,
Yeah, a
2,
paring knife,
3,
cleaver.
5. Time's up. Now, name 5 types of fish that are edible. Go. 1,
all of them.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Seven.
That's time's up.
Ebru.
Okay. Now, name 5 things in the kitchen that start with the letter C.
A cleaver.
1, 3,
Claire.
4, 5. Time's up. All right, how did you at home do? And were you able to answer those
5
questions
seconds, Nikidogo,
within 5 seconds? I feel like I can answer these. Please ask me. I'm not even going to look at them. And tell me when you're ready.
Is this
Okay.
another one or is it the same one?
It's the same. It's a different one.
Okay. Name 5 types of spoons. 1, 2,
Scooping
3,
a spoon,
4,
scoop, blah, blah,
5. Time's up. Okay.
You can't count loudly. I was not counting loudly.
You are. Okay. Number 2. Name 5 types of frozen desserts. 1.
I mean,
2,
tiramisu.
3,
I mean, no,
4,
ice cream,
5,
sorbet, and.
Time's up. I don't remember. 6. Okay. Name 5 types.
Your seconds are very fast.
So are yours.
No. Okay, go.
Okay. Name 5 ways to cut onions. 1.
Jillian,
2, 3,
cube,
4,
and
5.
dice. I got that.
Okay. Name 5 liquids used in the kitchen for cooking. 1, 2,
Broth,
3,
water,
4, 5.
wine.
Hey, Misha.
Wine. Chef Bennett. What?
Okay. Name 5 types of beef cuts. 1, 2, 3.
Sirloin
4,
steak.
5.
Oh my
Okay, but you got
gosh.
2. You got 2.
Yes.
Okay,
You're counting way too fast, Chef Bennett.
should have seen you the way
Oh
you were
no,
counting
your
yours.
seconds are way too fast.
Gotcha.
Now, if you were able to answer those questions from home, please let us know. The WhatsApp number is on the screen. We would love to see some of the recipes that you've been able to recreate from our show. And if you'd like us to make some recipes specifically just for you, let us know on the WhatsApp number on the screen. All right, now our meal is ready. Look at that lovely drizzle of, that lemon sauce is fantastic. The meal looks delicious.
You tried it?
No, I can imagine.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, perfectly. I feel like you got me right. You had more of the protein than the carbohydrate. Thank you very much for that. I want to get straight into the vegetables first because I honestly love this treat. And I've got almost like I'm shkaki on my fork where I've got the cauliflower, I mean the broccoli and the zucchini. And I'm just gonna put in the puree. Oh my gosh. The sweetness,
The char.
the char, the chew of the broccoli, the sweetness of the pepper. And I just want to get straight onto that fish, which I had tried earlier. However, I did not try with the lemon sauce that you made.
Just gives it that
Perfect.
character.
That.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! It's just like you put exactly like you said. It's character, and you got a little crunch from the crust that you made there. I mean, it's seasoned to perfection. That is a good seasoned fish, and of course with these creamy potatoes.
To die for.
Chef Bennett, this is fantastic.
Awesome.
Now we did have something in the freezer. I had almost forgotten. And look at this. This is, I mean, it's ready. I'm just going to place some on a pink bowl for you. And if you can even just, if you even just grab like a spoon and almost just like, oh my gosh, look at that, Chef Bennett.
Wow.
Look at how creamy that is. Are you getting this? If you've got an ice cream scoop, it's not icy. I mean, it's just absolutely creamy. It comes out so perfectly. Serve this on a lovely wine glass or, and it's just perfect on a hot day. All right, Chef Bennett, please taste and let me know.
Okay. Palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser, exactly what it is, a sorbet. Palate cleanser. How is it? Is it? No, I want to get some as well. All right, now I'm going to serve myself some of this amazing sorbet. A big thank you.
I almost said something which I was going to say, but...
And this is actually the perfect palate cleanser. Thank you so much for tuning in to Hot Plate today. A big shout out to Wiki and Susie who are behind the camera, and to our producers and sound and lights, and Nancy who edits the show just ever so perfectly. We appreciate you because you're the people who make this show possible. Tune in next time to Hot Plate for more amazing recipes. My name is Claire Karatu.
My name is Chef Bennett.
Happy cooking.